Welcome to This Explainer. We constantly hear about how artificial intelligence is literally changing the world, right? Saving us time, pushing the boundaries of innovation, it's everywhere. But the cost of this technological revolution, it's not just measured in dollars or development time. There is a massive, often completely ignored price tag paid in electricity, water, and real environmental impact. We're placing a tremendous burden on the Earth, and today we're going to break down exactly what that looks like.
Think about the last time you ran a funny TikTok filter, or maybe used an app to generate an AI image just to fire off in a group chat. It feels completely weightless, doesn't it? Almost like magic happening right there in the palm of your hand. But here's the thing, there's a massive hidden toll. Most of us just don't know or don't realize the heavy physical weight this tech places on our planet, mostly because we just don't see the massive infrastructure working tirelessly behind the scenes.
Which brings us to our first section, the hidden cost of one click.
Okay, let's really dive into this. On one side, we have the fleeting fun of generating a digital Eid outfit, or, a picture of a cat samurai. It takes one click, maybe 2 seconds of your time. But the physical reality, the exact second you click, your command travels thousands of miles away to distant, massive server farms. There, thousands of processors literally roar to life, humming and calculating like crazy to create your image. And in those few seconds of digital amusement, liters of actual physical water are evaporating into steam just to keep those machines from melting down. Crazy, right?
Let's move on to Section 2, huge demand for electricity and water.
Now this is where it gets really shocking. The sheer scale of the energy required. Training a single large model like ChatGPT requires roughly 100 megawatts of electricity per hour. To put that massive number into a human perspective, that exact amount of power is enough to sustain 40,000 rural Bangladeshi families for an entire day. Just let that sink in. All that energy is being consumed just to teach an AI how to process language. We're talking gigawatt after gigawatt of nonstop continuous power.
And hey, it definitely doesn't stop at electricity. Producing that power, and more importantly, cooling down those fiercely overheated servers, takes water, like a tremendous amount of it. For example, Google's data centers consume roughly 2.1 million liters of water every single day exclusively for cooling purposes. That's equivalent to the total daily water needs of 4,200 people. We are quite literally trading an essential, life-sustaining human resource just to maintain server temperatures.
Next up, Section 3, global freshwater crisis.
This really perfectly illustrates the core of the problem. We're always taught that the Earth is 75% water, which, makes it sound infinitely abundant. But the reality check is that the vast majority of that, 99.5%, is saltwater in our oceans or locked away in impenetrable ice caps. Only a microscopic 0.5% of the Earth's total water is actually accessible fresh water. And that tiny sliver, it has to sustain all human life, all global agriculture, and now the booming AI industry.
Consider this sobering fact. Right now, 720 million people live in areas facing extreme water scarcity. They struggle daily for the very resource that data centers are evaporating by the millions of liters. The relentless, unquestioned expansion of AI tech is actively worsening this global water crisis. It is placing an even heavier burden on parts of our planet that are already stretched to their absolute limits.
Moving right along to Section 4, unnecessary versus useful usage.
So let's see how this all connects to our everyday choices. Far too often, this immense power is wasted on entirely frivolous tasks. People are using advanced AI to create deep fakes of celebrities, generate fake videos of people crying or laughing, or even animate deceased individuals just to make them look alive. Some folks are running platforms like DALL-E or Midjourney to generate 50 to 60 images every single day, purely for kicks. We are burning through massive amounts of electricity and accessible fresh water just to post a temporary joke online.
And scientists are sounding the alarm. They warn that at this pace, by the year 2027, AI's global water usage could exceed 6.6 billion cubic meters. To put that into perspective for you, that projection is a staggering 4 to 6 times higher than the entire annual water usage of a country like Denmark. 4 to 6 times. Scientists fear that by 2030, AI could easily become one of the largest carbon and water extraction technologies on Earth.
Which brings us to our final section, green AI and our responsibility.
So, the crucial point is, given these massive environmental costs, do we just abandon AI entirely, pull the plug? Not at all. Thankfully, major tech companies, we're talking Hugging Face, OpenAI, Google, and Microsoft, they're waking up to this reality and actively pushing for what's known as green AI. These initiatives focus on building eco-friendly AI models, integrating solar power, using wind-powered servers, and establishing genuinely transparent water management. They're trying to decouple AI's technological growth from environmental destruction. But tech companies can only do so much, right? The rest of the responsibility falls on us, the everyday users. We have to start prioritizing applications that genuinely help society. We should be focusing on vital weather forecasts for farmers, analyzing traffic data to prevent jams, or generating faster medical reports. We have to weigh those massive societal benefits against the completely wasteful cost of generating 20 fake dog pictures a day or engaging in fake chatbot romances.
Look, technology is our friend, and it absolutely holds the potential to solve some of humanity's greatest challenges. But it shouldn't become an enemy to the natural environment in the process. With a little responsibility, we can ensure it serves us without draining the planet dry. Which leaves us with this final vital question to think about. As we move forward, will AI be our future guide or our destroyer?